First things first, we should go over Choso's technique to further understand more the concept of this video. So Choso can manipulate his blood both internally and externally. We see him using his blood trying to pierce or kill Yuji Itadori when they first met. And we also see him harden his blood externally when he's fighting Yuji, or to protect from his blows, because they harden in response to physical trauma. Yeah, it's just like Metal Gear, get over it, fuck it man. Fucking old ass meme. Knowing this, we can assume Choso has full control over his blood, so he can direct it wherever he wants in any part of his body. In this case, he would direct it to his genitalia. An erection is basically the blood flow going to the spongy tissue in the penis, giving it the plumpiness, the hardness, and hence the erection. And although more blood flow would not mean bigger the dick, because it all depends on how much genetically your dick can enlarge, it does mean how hard it can get and how thick it can get. But for the sake of this video and for my experience, let's pretend that it does actually make your dick bigger. Because I'm a LARPer myself and I have not touched the manga at all, only the anime, I am very equipped to this type of video. So Choso could choose to go soft and hard at his own will. The big question is, how long could he theoretically get? For that we need to start with the skin. We have to understand how elastic the genitalia skin. Because sure, skin is like the biggest organ that we have in our body. It can only stretch until a certain point. Knowing that the Guinness World Record is held by someone who could stretch for about 15.8. Let's round it up to 16 centimeters. And I know I'm just talking about the skin, well, the genitalia is only about 6, 7. I'm sorry. But it's too little. I'm not counting that. Fuck that shit. It's my video, 6.4, so let's just say 6 at best. First thing we have to ask is, what's the average D size for a guy like Choso? And first I actually had to check his height, because I really thought height influenced the size, but apparently it does not, which came as a surprise. So let's consider that Choso has big dick energy, so he has around 40 centimeters. Let's give him the biggest option. I'm assuming this is already counting the method B and not method A. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, this image here describes it perfectly. Method B is what you tell her when you're insecure about your own size, while method A is probably the most correct one. It all depends on the point of view. I'm not here to discuss. So taking the 14 centimeters plus the 16 that he could enlarge, we have a total of 30 centimeters. It would be around his fucking waist or until his back. I'm exaggerating with this picture, but you get the point. You get the idea. And I know this is just in theory and excluding all the other 2 points that we talked about, the genitalia skin stretching only to 6 centimeters, and no matter the blood flow would amount to the dick growing inside. Excluding these 2 variables, we would get this outcome. And you think, wait, Sukuna has 2 dicks. Allegedly. Once he evolved to his ultimate form. Yeah, that would count as double the dick size, right? Even if you have 2 dicks, you would not count the max size as just 1. You would have to add up, and it doesn't matter what the height you have. We would say each of his dick has around 40 centimeters, so both of them would have 28, which is still lacking below the GOAT Choso. So if you asked me to rank, and I genuinely cannot believe I would say such a thing, if you asked me to rank the top 3 biggest dick in JJK Realm, I would say first spot goes to Choso 100%, while second one follows up with the Sukuna, and the third one, Nahoya? Why is he here? What the fuck? Wait, something is wrong with the script. Now that's more like it. My goat Toto. Yeah, now that makes more sense. Toto also has big dick energy.